everyone, it's Max and welcome to a new week's reading vlog. It is Sunday. I am starting this vlog a day early because I finished last week's TBR. I finished the Magical Readathon as well as Becca's Bookopoly-thon, so I'm feeling really good. It is the last full week of September, but I am going to do two separate vlogs because next week is still like Monday through Thursday, so plenty of ample vlog opportunities, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But this week I am doing a Fairyloots themed week. I did this back in June, I want to say, maybe even May. I can't remember, but I've got 4 books here, so I'm actually really happy I'm starting a day early. But the first book I'm going to read is Fire with Fire by Destiny Soraya. This is about 2 sisters who are dragon hunters, but then Danny, our youngest, she finds out she has a soul bond with the dragon. And so now the 2 sisters find themselves on opposite sides of a war. And so I am 100 pages into it. I am enjoying it. I like both Eden and Danny. Danny is bi, we love it. Eden, I think at least she likes men. I don't know if she also likes women or not, but I'm enjoying it. Honestly, I kind of like the dragon. We've met him twice, and it doesn't really... I love dragons, don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite mythical creatures, but it's not doing a whole lot for me. Like, I'm kind of thinking that the plot, I'm interested in it going more of a different way, because there's also sorcerers, and there's kind of this animosity between slayers and sorcerers, because so dragon slayers and then sorcerers, even though both of them are against dragons. But there seems to be more tension there than like with dragons, and I wish we got more of that. And I'm only 100 pages in, so like, again, and Eden teams up with sorcerers. Sorry if you can hear the TV downstairs, football, and I did not mute it before coming up here, which was stupid, so I do apologize. But it's like good, it is. I like the writing, I like our characters. I'm just like kind of wishing the issue was going a different way, but it might. Like, who knows? And I think this is the first book in a series, so like, who knows? Anything could happen. The next book I'm going to read, and this was for June. The next book I'm going to read was the August main Fairyloots, and that was These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. I am interspersing the romance more centric ones in between the more fantasy ones, just to like mix it up. But this is about a girl whose sister is kidnapped by the Unseelie King, and she like wants her sister back, and so the Unseelie King tells her she has to steal something, and so then she teams up with the a thief from the Unseelie court, and then like she finds herself intrigued by the prince of the Seelie court, I think. And so either it's gonna be a love triangle, which I hate, or maybe it'll surprise me and be a polyamorous relationship, which would be, you know, I wouldn't be not into it. You know, because Faye, I feel like that could be so much more easy to like have. And like, yes, the problem is like rival courts, or yeah, but maybe it could bring them together. But, you know, that's probably wishful thinking. I do love that there's sprayed edges and stenciled edges. I love when they have both because it's just so pretty. I'm nervous about this. I hadn't even heard of it before I opened the box, and I'm just really nervous, but we'll see. The next book was the July book of the month, and that is 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. And this is about a princess who has a secret magic power, and then right before her wedding, she accidentally unleashes it, and her stepmother sees, and she happens to have the same power, and she swears her to secrecy, or like she can't speak. And if she speaks, she's got 7 brothers or 6 brothers. Hi guys, I got cut off. But anyways, so 6 Crimson Cranes. Her stepmother puts a spell on her that if anytime she speaks, she kills one of her brothers. I don't know how she knows when she speaks, but whatever. So she teams up with a dragon who's, I think, stuck in a human body, and then the prince who she was destined to marry, and they're trying to fight back. Again, the beautiful stenciled edges as well as painted. I'm so sorry, it's so loud downstairs, but I'm just trying to get through this, and so that's how it is. And then the last book I'm going to pick up is After Love by Tanya Byrne. And this is about a girl who dies, and she becomes part of these like group of women who have to like escort souls to the underworld, but she refuses to do so until she's able to like say goodbye to her first love. And I don't know which one is the ghost and which one is the human, but there we go. Sapphic, obviously. I'm a little pumped. I've never heard of this either. The August box was really disappointing for me in many aspects, but having a second book was not one of them, especially because I'm interested in this a lot more than these Hollow Vows. So we'll see. I also started an audiobook of Stardaughter because it was a Fairyloots book. I didn't get it. I wasn't subscribed yet, but I've heard of it. And this is like about a girl who's the daughter of a star, and on her 17th birthday she gets like these powers and she hurts her dad, and the only way to save her dad is through like a full star's power. And they said they'll save him if she wins this competition to see who gets to like rule the galaxy or something, like which ruling like star family becomes like famous, and like they have to have a human compete in these trials, so her mom's family puts her forward. I'm like 40 minutes in. It's fine. So yeah, that's all I've got for you. I did read another 100 pages of Fire with Fire, and Eden, I don't like her anymore. Like, I don't know, the synopsis says that it's like two sisters trying to like save each other, but that's definitely not what it feels like so far. Eden's so desperate to show that she's just as good of a dragon hunter as her sister, even though her sister is younger, that it's just like she's willing to do anything. And I don't know why she's so desperate to have this sorceress's approval. She's a hunter. She's not even like a sorceress. So it's like, why are you so desperate for her approval? But I'm halfway through, which means I have met my where I wanted to be today, which is great. I am in the middle of editing last week's vlog, so I am going to continue to do that. We are going to dinner tonight, but I'm going to try and read at least 100 more pages, and who knows, maybe even finish it depending on when we get back from dinner. But I'll update you if I do read any more. Right now, Eden's really getting on my nerves, but I do really like Danny, so not sure. Not sure how it's gonna go. That happens a lot with point of view characters, especially on like opposite sides, where I usually like really like one of them and then like don't want anything to do with the other. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you tonight if I read more, or tomorrow if I don't read anything more today. Hi guys, it is 10:45 on Sunday, and I finished Fire with Fire. It was good. So it is a standalone, which, yes, everything was wrapped up in a pretty little bow, but it was all pretty rushed. I really liked Danny a lot. I liked her story. I liked her friends. I liked everything she did. Eden, not so much. I wish we got, so she has anxiety, I guess. And like, I wish we got more of that before it was taken away when she's turned into a sorceress, because like, then it would make more sense as to why she decided to become a sorceress, because it just like, it didn't, none of that was explained until after the fact, when she was like, it's nice not to have anxiety anymore. And I'm like, when did you? Like, she took medication, but she didn't explain what it was for. And like, yeah, she felt left out, and yeah, she got jealous of her sister, but like, neither of those things made me think of anxiety. So it just kind of didn't work. I wish that was explained, and I wish it was also explained that like, being a sorcerer could take that away, because literally none of that was talked about. So it was just confusing, but it was fine. I think I'm gonna give it like a 3.5 out of 5 stars, because it was good. I really like Danny, but overall, definitely there were some things that could have made it better. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Hi guys, I really hope this lighting is okay. It's 11:30, 11:40, and I am 220 pages into these Hollow Vows, and I'm actually enjoying it. So our main character is a thief, and she lives with her aunt and her sister and her cousins, but when she's behind on payment, her aunt sells her sister to the Unseelie King. She makes a deal with the Unseelie King that in return for her sister's freedom, she's going to steal 3 artifacts from the Seelie court. And to do that, she goes through these, the king is holding, or the prince is holding like trials to become his wife, basically. She goes through those, but the prince is not who she thought it was going to be, and I'm really enjoying it. I like the relationship between her and the Seelie prince more than this person that she's teaming up that's Unseelie, but to go against the Unseelie king. I just don't feel it between them like at all, and she's already like feeling jealous, and like we're halfway through the book, but it just doesn't feel good. Like, it just doesn't feel organic. Her and the Sealy Prince, they have a history, so it feels a lot better. And we get them before she finds out he's the Sealy Prince, so like I like them a lot more. But we'll see. Overall, it's good. It's really fun. It's really fast paced. I'm really hoping it's not gonna be like a love triangle, because it could work out where they're all together and it's a polyamorous relationship and it like unites the courts, right? I think it would work. I did want to say some more stuff about Fire with Fire, where it annoys me that Danny, our main character, is bi and she ends up with a guy. It's very stereotypical, bland relationship too. Like, it's not even like a good one. Like, I was like, okay, like this person could have been a girl and it would have made it actually interesting. While instead I was like, okay, like that was a love interest, that was it. No. It was very average. And I had another thing and now I've forgotten it. And it was a main annoyance too. I don't know what I was saying, but that was one thing that also kind of got to me about that book. But overall, enjoying this, and I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow. It's also Monday. 911 season premiere was today. It was good. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a lot of like PTSD for people and like healing, and I'm here for it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it is 11:30 on Tuesday, and I just finished these Hollow Vows, and it was actually really good. Plot twist, I really liked it. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. Some of the stuff was predictable, but honestly, wow, the treachery, the duplicitousness, she can't trust anyone, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, really excited for the sequel. Honestly, really enjoyed it. Can't say a whole lot without giving it away, but I feel like there might be some incest in here, and it's kind of freaking me out. But yeah, I might have gotten it mixed up, but I think like a bunch of them have the same dad, so that's something. It's also definitely like the chosen one trope, where she's like the only person that can do this, and it's only her and no one else. And that was in Fire with Fire as well, and I really don't like that trope, so like that was a bummer. But overall, really liked it, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Next, I'm going to pick up 6 Crimson Cranes and read that. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to dinner with my best friend. She got an awesome job, so we're celebrating. But other than that, that's the only plan I have for the foreseeable future. And I have 2 more books on this week's TBR, so I'm feeling really, really good about this. But I'm gonna go to bed, and I guess I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it is Wednesday. I haven't read anything, but I think I might be putting down Star Daughter. I'm just like so sick of like the parents and like family deciding to stick their heads in the sand and like not teaching their child with magic like how to control it until it's like too late, and then she blames herself. And I'm just like, it is so obviously not your fault, as your family decided to ignore the fact that you have magic and not tell you anything about it. Like, she didn't even know she had it until she hurt someone, and they're like, oh, and then here's this letter from your mom who you thought abandoned you, and here's this all this stuff, and now we're gonna have to go because you hurt your dad. And I'm like, are you kidding? Like, it's just like absurd, and I just not really into it. So I think I'm gonna put down. Might also be because of the narrator. It's not very good. So yeah, not great, but whatever. But I'm gonna try, well, I'm definitely gonna start 6 Crimson Cranes today. It's longer than the other books I've read this week, so I might be giving myself today, tomorrow, and Friday to read it, and then 2 days to read After Love, which is like totally fine. So yeah, but that's all I've got for you right now, and I will talk to you once I've made some progress in 6 Crimson Cranes. Hi guys, it is 11:45 on Wednesday, and I'm 100 pages into 6 Crimson Cranes. It's good, it's fast paced. She's already mute, and she has met the dragon, but he's like not like with her right now. I'm a little confused on how she actually like gets connected to the prince who she's betrothed to, because I thought this was gonna happen at their wedding. Like, I thought, I don't know, I got confused. I thought her magic was gonna be revealed at her wedding, or like her betrothal, and then so like they're like near each other, but that's not the case. He hasn't even met her. So I'm like, oh, maybe the prince like doesn't know who she is, like when she meets him, but we'll see. It's like good. Yeah, 100 pages in. I'm excited to see what happens. And that's basically all I got for you. I'm 50 pages behind, but it's 11:45. I'm gonna go to bed. And hopefully I'll be able to read more tomorrow. Well, I'm sure I'm gonna read more tomorrow, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to read 200 pages to get all caught up. But I'm gonna go to bed. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Hi guys, it is 10:45 on Thursday, and I have 200 pages left in this. It's okay. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a little ridiculous. Like, nothing's explained, and if things are coming so easily to her, but like, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, she's so stupidly naive, and she keeps making stupid choices. I don't really like her. She keeps like, no one's motivations are explained, and like, no one is explained, nothing is explained. It just like happens. Like, she like didn't want to get married, but it's not explained like why, and the only thing she remembers about her betrothed is that he had kind eyes. I'm like, oh no, not kind eyes, oh dear God. Like, give us some explanation as to why you don't want to marry him, like, besides not knowing him, which I get, but like, she's a princess. She's the only princess, so like, you're gonna have to get over that. And I'm just like, and now of course she's falling in love with the prince, and then like this dragon is just like seriously helping her, like risking everything to help her, and I'm like, why? Like, she's met him like twice, and so I just don't get it. I don't understand what's happening and like why all this stuff is like coming so easily to her. And I don't know how this is gonna be a series, because honestly it feels like it could wrap up in the next 200 pages, and it's just bland. I'm like not sure, like, I don't know, I'm just not interested in the plot. I don't really care about the characters. Yeah, I just, you know, I really liked her, Elizabeth Lim's Mulan story in the Twisted Tale series, but that is all I've liked by her. So I might, I don't know, I'm like, don't want to read this. I just like don't care about it. So I might be putting this down and just not reading anything else of Elizabeth Lim's, because I'm just not interested. I don't really like her writing. I don't like her characters. I don't really care about her plots. So yeah, it's just really just bland. Like, I just couldn't care less about the characters or what happened, because right now, like, it doesn't seem like she's like, I have to be the hero, and I'm like, why? It's not benefiting the plot in any way. Like, nothing's happening. So it's just like, nah, not liking it. So I think I might be DNFing it. I guess I'll see. Maybe I'll start After Love and come back to this if I finish After Love before like Sunday. So that might be what I do. So I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. I was able to film my October TBR, so maybe I'll edit that tonight and then upload it and schedule it tomorrow. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll talk to you all once I've started After Love. Hi guys, it's Saturday. I am 86 pages into After Love. It's okay. The Insta love is pretty real. She meets the girl and they exchange phone numbers, and then like the next day the girl's calling her babe and stuff, and it's like, it's just a little much. We haven't gotten to the plot yet, like really. I kind of wish that it started with her, like there's a scene of her already dead, like at the beginning, and then it was like before. I wish it just started with her death, and I wish like their relationship was in the past, so it was all like, you know, regret and like misconnections, and like, because it just feels so insta-lovey. For a book that's 385 pages, we're getting their whole relationship and then her death, and I wish it was like just looking back and like snippets of them together instead of like getting them start to finish, because it just feels a little too much. My hair looks great today. Holy crap. Hello, it's so shiny. Okay. But overall, it's fine. I am dog sitting today, our Airbnb guest's dog. She's so cute. She's a Frenchie mixed with a little bit of pug, and she's just like adorable. I love her. So I'm just basically hanging out all day. So hopefully I'll be able to get some good reading in. I'm just not like it's fine, but it's not really doing anything for me yet. But I'm only 85 pages in, so hopefully it does more for me as the book goes on. We'll see. I also kind of hope that the way she dies is drowning, because she's got this huge fear of like open water, and it's been harped upon so much that I'm like, if it isn't drowning, then like why did they talk about it for like in like 4 separate scenes? So we'll see, and I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, it is 2:30 and I have 50 pages left of After Love. It's okay. Ooh, I am a little burnt. I even put sunscreen on. I am, yeah, a little burnt. Well, that's nice. It's probably one of the last like really nice days of the year, because it's September. It's probably gonna snow next month. But anyways, I'm 50 pages from the end, and it's like fine. There's literally no plot. Like there's barely a plot, but there isn't even much, like, I don't know, like it's just like a bunch of compilations of scenes. Like there isn't really much character development. There's no plot. I don't know why I said there's not much character development. There's no character development. The characters are just acting the same. Like it's just average. Nothing's really happening. Like, I don't know, like they've got 50 pages left and I'm like, okay, like it just feels like it's just gonna end very average. Like I feel like there isn't gonna be, like, I don't know what I'm saying. And I'm scared that like something like out of the norm's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, because of love, and I'm gonna be like, no way. So we'll see, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna sit down and finish it. I was just outside. I read 250 pages outside, but I'm sweating and obviously a little burnt. So I'm gonna hang out in here and finish the book. And then once my dad gets back, probably go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym like all week, and I wasn't feeling great, so like I understand why. But now I gotta, so. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this and I will come back once I have. Hey guys, so it is Saturday. It's afternoon, it's like 3. I have finished After Love. But I thought I would go through and wrap this vlog up, because basically I've read everything I want to read this week. And I think tomorrow I'll just start my new vlog. So the first book that I finished this week was Fire with Fire by Destiny Soraya. This is about 2 sisters who were dragon hunters, but when one makes a magical bond with a dragon and one becomes more deeply ensourced with sorcerers, they find themselves on opposite sides of a fight. Now, this was a standalone, which honestly, I think it should have been built out, because it did feel quite rushed. But I did really like our younger sister who got the bond with the dragon, but the romance did feel a little ridiculous, very rushed. We had a bi main character who ended up with a guy, which is not revolutionary, and it was fine, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The next book I finished was actually a very pleasant surprise, and that was These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan, which is about a girl whose sister is sold to the king of the Unseelie Fae court, and in return of getting her sister free, she has to steal these relics for him, and she finds herself drawn to both a Unseelie like rogue thief guy, and then also the Seelie prince who she has to like pretend to want to marry. I actually really enjoyed this. I'm really excited for the sequel. I really did like our main character. The love interests, like, they're very, like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be rooting for them. I don't know, like, who I'm supposed to like, if I'm supposed to like either of them, especially by the end of this book. I actually really liked it. I was really surprised, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The second to last book I'm going to talk about was a DNF, sadly, and that was 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim, about a girl, or princess, who finds out that her stepmother is a sorceress, and the stepmother curses her and her brothers, where her brothers are turned into cranes, and our main character isn't allowed to talk. For any word that she says, for every word that she says, her stepmother will kill one of her brothers. So she has to team up with a dragon as well as the prince who she was supposed to marry to like break this curse. It was just, I was just bored. I didn't really like anyone. It was just like our main character was just really naive, and honestly can't really remember like why I didn't like it, but there's nothing that I remember as to like why I would like it, and it was just very bland, and it didn't really feel like there's much of a plot. But because I did get to like a very fair amount into it, I am going to say that I finished on Goodreads and give it a 2.75 out of 5 stars. And then the last book that I read was quite the disappointment, and that was After Love by Tanya Byrne. This is about a girl who dies and finds out she is a Reaper, and people aren't supposed to be able to like see you or recognize you, but her girlfriend does, which means her girlfriend will die soon. And it was like fine. I didn't like the before. I liked it a lot more when she was a Reaper, which happened like 140 pages in. And then the rest of it, like I liked her Reaper. I liked her Reaper friends. I liked them a lot. But like they kept talking about how dangerous it was that Poppy, her girlfriend, was like she was interacting with her, and like they were keeping it from like their boss and all this stuff, to like there could be disastrous consequences, but that never happened. Like her boss never found out. Nothing ever came of that. So it just like there wasn't a plot. It was just a compilation of scenes that didn't really lead anywhere, and so it was just so average. I mean, very fast read. I read it basically, and I read 300 pages today. I sat down and read those 300 pages basically, but overall really boring. And then also like she harped and harped on how our main character is scared of water, and it like nothing came of that. I thought she was gonna die from water. Maybe Poppy would die because of water. No. Like nothing came of the fact that she kept harping on how scared she was of water. And so it was just very bland, very boring, and I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars because there's nothing really bad about it, but it was not great. I mean, there was no plot, there was no character development. It just felt like a compilation of scenes that didn't really lead anywhere. So, yeah. So overall, I mean, an enjoyable reading week. I didn't hate any of the books that I read. I didn't feel like it was a drag to read anything. I did DNF 6 Crimson Cranes, but it wasn't because I outwardly like absolutely hated it. I just found it boring, and I just didn't care at all about what was happening. So, but I was pleasantly surprised with these Hall of Vows. I'm really excited for the sequel, and that's all I've got for you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!